Good morning, students. We are in eigenvalue and eigenvector and finding the characterization equation. And in that, we have considered a matrix. By using that matrix, we have solved the characteristic equation. By using characteristic equation, we have found the eigenvalues. Okay, eigenvalues are nothing but lambda values. Here in this topic we got 3 lambda values. Lambda is equal to 0, 1, 2, and by utilizing these eigenvalues we have solved the eigenvectors. So we are in the third case, that is for lambda is equal to 2 we have to find the eigenvector. We are in the topic eigenvalues, eigenvectors. Okay, we are in this topic. Now in this topic we have found the eigenvalues by using the characteristic equation. Initially we have considered a matrix A. Okay, square matrix A. In this matrix we have considered the matrix as 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Now by using this matrix we have solved the A minus lambda I value. Okay, by applying mod to this and equating to 0, then we call this as characteristic equation. Characteristic equation. And you know here lambda is nothing but scalar matrix and I is the unit matrix whose values are 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So by applying mod to this, that means by determining the determinant of the matrix, then you will get lambda values. In this topic we got lambda values as lambda is equal to 0 1 2. Okay, if you solve if you evaluate the determinant of this A minus lambda I, we got lambda values. The evaluated lambda values are 0 1 2. We call these values as eigenvalues. Eigenvalues. Now we have 3 different cases. That means because we got 3 different eigenvalues, that is 0 1 2. Now by applying, that means for lambda is equal to 0, we have to use the eigenvalue equation in order to find the eigenvector. So now our doubt is, what is eigenvalue equation? Eigenvalue equation is given by A minus lambda I into x is equal to 0. Now here lambda means you are not supposed to keep lambda like that only. Already we have derived the value of lambda. Okay, we got the scalar vectors. So scalar variables. Okay, so the scalar variables are 0 1 2. Now for the first case, A, you know the matrix, that is 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 minus what is lambda? You have to keep the first lambda value is 0 0 into unit matrix. Unit matrix means all the diagonal elements are 1, remaining parts are 0, remaining elements in the square matrix are 0. And here x, here x values you have to consider, as it is a 3 by 3 matrix, x we have to consider x1 x2 and x3. So by solving this, finally we got the x1. This x1 is the suitable eigenvector for lambda is equal to 0. So x1 x2 x3. So by solving this formed equation by this expression, we got x1 as we got x1 as 0, okay, k and minus k. So by applying that means we are going to apply the normalization condition to this expression, and finally we got x1 is equal to 0, 1 by root 2 and 1 minus 1 by root 2. So these are the eigenvectors for the eigenvalue x is equal to 0. Similarly, we have solved the case for lambda is equal to 1. For lambda is equal to 1, okay, we got x2 value, x3 value. x2 value we got as 0 and x3 value we got 0. But we didn't got the x1 value. So, if any matrix in finding the eigenvalue or eigenvector, if you won't get, you have to consider that value should be 1. Okay. So, for lambda is equal to 1, the eigenvector, the final eigenvector is given by similarly like x1, x2 and x3, and finally we got 1, 0, 0. Okay, by applying the condition here, that means a minus lambda means here 1 into I. So by applying that condition, we got x2 value is equal to 0 and x3 value is equal to 0, but we didn't got the x1 value. For in such case, we have to keep that variable will be equal to 1. So I have kept in place of 1, in place of x1 as 1. And the remaining terms we have by solving the equation related to this, we got x2 is equal to 0 and x3 is equal to 0. So this is the suitable eigenvector for eigenvalue lambda is equal to 1. So up to here we have solved in the last class. Today we are going to solve the third case, that is lambda is equal to 2. Okay, for lambda is equal to 2, we have to find the eigenvectors. We have to find the eigenvectors. Yes, we are going to solve the third case, that is for lambda is equal to 2. Okay, the equation 1 reduces to minus 1, 0, 0. 0, minus 1, 1. In the first case I have made you to solve, okay, a minus lambda I into x. So similar process you have to apply for the second case and third case. Next, by solving that, we will get the matrix as 0, 1, minus 1 into x1, x2, x3 is equal to 0 now. So I am writing like this. Now by solving this equation, so here minus 1 into x1. Okay, so what you will get? Minus x1 is equal to 0. Now here next 0 into x1, 0. Minus 1 into x2, minus x2. Plus 1 into x3, x3 is equal to 0. Next, third case, coming to third row. 1 into 0 into x1, 0. 1 into x2, you will get x2. Okay, minus 1 into x3, minus x3 is equal to 0. So by solving this, we got 3 different equations. Okay, now from this, minus x1 is equal to 0. From this, x1 is equal to 0. Now here, coming to this, minus x2 is equal to minus x3. Okay, send this x3 to RHS. Minus x3, minus minus gets cancelled. So from this, x2 is equal to x3. Okay, now for this, here also by solving similarly by solving this, you will get the same case only, no? So x2 is equal to x3. Now x1 value we got as 0. Okay, now we are interested in finding x2 and x3. In such case, let x2 is equal to k. Okay, if x2 is equal to k, definitely x3 also becomes k only. x3 also becomes k only. Now we are going to find the value of k by applying the normalization condition. Okay. So what is the formula for that? That means for x3 to be normalized to unity, we are going to apply the normalization condition for x3 to get the values of k1 to get the values of x2 and x3. Now what is the formula? X1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square is equal to, that means under root x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square is equal to 1 mark. So here x1 square is nothing but 0 square. Okay, x2 square k square, x3 square k square is equal to 1. Okay, now here what you will get? 0 square is nothing but 0 only. K square plus k square, 2k square under root 2k square. Then we can write this equation as root 2 into root k square. Here root and square and root gets cancelled. Okay, so what is remaining? Root 2 into k is equal to 1. Now we are interested in finding the k value, no? So what you will get? K is equal to 1 by root 2. Send this root 2 to RHS side. As it is in multiplication form in LHS, if you send to RHS, it comes to division form. So k is equal to 1 by root 2. So therefore, we are in third case. Okay, that is finding the eigenvector. X3 is equal to, how can you represent? X1, X2, X3. So already we know the value of X1. What is X1 value? 0. X1 value is 0. I am writing. Okay, both X2 and X3 value are same. Okay, what is X2 value we have considered? K. What is K value we got? 1 by root 2. Similarly, x2 is equal to x3 now. So values of both x2 and x3 are same. So for x3 also 1 by root 2. So this x3 is equal to 0, 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 represents the exact eigenvector for the eigenvalue lambda is equal to 2. So finally we have to write the for a given matrix A, the eigenvectors corresponding to eigenvalues lambda is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 are. Okay, you have to write the x1 value, x2 value and x3 value. Now for the given matrix A, the overall eigenvectors for the eigenvalues 0, 1, 2 are. These are the eigenvalues. Eigenvalues are nothing but lambda values. Okay. For eigenvalues, the eigenvectors are one thing you should keep in mind. Okay, eigenvalues are nothing but lambda values. Eigenvectors are nothing but capital X1 value, X2 value and X3 value. Okay. So for the eigenvalues lambda is equal to 0, 1, 2. The corresponding eigenvectors are x1, x2, x3, which are represented by x1 is equal to what we got. You can represent in column matrix or row matrix. Okay. You can represent in column matrix or row matrix. No problem. So for lambda is equal to 0, we got 0. 1 by root 2 comma minus 1 by root 2, or you can express in this way also 0 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2. Next, x2 values 1, 0, 0 you got, and x3. Okay, here x1, x2, x3 values are nothing but eigenvectors. So what you got? 0, 1 by root 2, comma 1 by root 2. So these are the eigenvectors corresponding to eigenvalues 0, 1, 2. So this is the process for solving or for getting eigenvalues, eigenvectors and characteristic equation. So in your syllabus they have given like a separate terms: eigenvalues, eigenvectors and characteristic equation. These three are not different. These three are interrelated with each other. Okay. So to find eigenvalues, we have to use the characteristic equation. To find eigenvectors, we have to use the eigenvalue equation. So once again, I will tell in step-by-step manner. Okay, because finding the eigenvalue, eigenvectors are very important for essay. Without this question, no question paper will be there. Okay. So first keep in mind steps for finding eigenvalues, okay, eigenvectors, eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Now first consider given matrix. Given matrix. Next, for this matrix, what you have to apply? We have to apply the case A minus lambda I. You know what is A? Your given matrix is A. A minus lambda means lambda, like that only. I means unit matrix. You know the elements of unit matrix. That is, all the diagonal terms are 1 and the remaining terms are 0. Now for this you are going to apply the determinant. Okay, finding determinant. DETA. Third step is finding the determinant. Okay, that means applying the mod for the term. Okay, this equation is nothing but characteristic equation. Now from this, by solving, next one is solving. A minus mod A minus lambda I. Then what you will get? You will get lambda values. Okay. Next, after getting the lambda values, considering the eigenvalue equation. Eigenvalue equation. What is eigenvalue equation? A minus lambda I into x is equal to 0. A minus lambda I into x is equal to 0. Now for this, from this we have to apply the different cases like lambda values. Here you got no lambda values. Based on, if you will get 2 lambda values, you will get the 2 cases. Okay, so depending on the eigenvalues, the eigenvectors will be possible. So in the solved case, we have 3 eigenvalues. So you will get the 3 eigenvectors. That is, after solving this, solving A minus lambda I into x for different lambda values. That means eigenvalues. Then you will get finally eigenvectors. Eigenvectors. So these steps you keep in mind. First consider this given matrix, then apply A minus lambda I, then find the determinant of that. By solving the determinant, you will get lambda values. After getting the lambda values, consider the eigenvalue equation, which is given by A minus lambda I into x. Then by solving this, you will get different eigenvectors. So this is the procedure and the solvation method for finding the eigenvalue, eigenvector and characteristic equation. Next topic is Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Cayley-Hamilton theorem. in Cayley-Hamilton theorem, they will ask the question, that means they will give the matrix. For this, that means by using the given matrix, find the, verify it with the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, like that they will give the question. Okay, so by following the rules according to Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we have to verify whether it is obeys the Cayley-Hamilton theorem or not. So for this, they will give the matrix. Okay, for that matrix we have to find the characteristic equation. Then by applying the Cayley-Hamilton rule, we have to verify whether it is in accordance with Cayley-Hamilton theorem or not. So in Cayley-Hamilton theorem, consider a matrix. Consider a matrix like 1, 2, 3, 2, -1, 4, 3, 1, 1. Okay, they will give the question like this. Find the characteristic equation of the following matrix and verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Okay, so they will give a matrix and they will ask verify it with Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So coming to solution. Okay, given matrix. Consider given matrix. What is given matrix here? Let given matrix is A, like 1, 2, 3, 2, -1, 4, 3, 1, 1. This is the given matrix. Now, for this matrix, apply the condition A minus lambda I. That means for this also we have to consider the characteristic equation A minus lambda I. What is A here? You know the elements of given matrix, that is 1, 2, 3, 2, -1, 4, 3, 1, 1. Minus lambda. It's a scalar matrix. We don't know the lambda values. And unit matrix. You know the elements of unit matrix, which are given by 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. That means only the diagonal elements equal to unity. The remaining elements are 0. Now, what you'll get here? You keep this term like that only. That is 1, 2, 3, 2, -1, 4, 3, 1, 1. Next, lambda into 1, lambda. Okay, that multiply lambda with these terms. What you will get here? Lambda 0, 0, 0, lambda 0, 0, 0, lambda. Except the diagonal elements, all the elements become 0 because 0 and anything becomes 0 only. Now these two matrices are in subtraction form. Okay, so now subtract the this first matrix minus subtract second matrix from the first matrix. So what you will get here? 1 minus lambda, 1 minus lambda, 2, 3. Next, 2 minus 1 minus lambda, 4. Next, 3, 1, 1 minus lambda. So these are the elements after subtracting the matrix 2 from matrix 1. Now apply the mod for this. That means characteristic equation. A minus lambda I is equal to 0. So what you will get here? 1 minus lambda, 2, 3, 2, minus 1, minus lambda, 4, 3, 1, 1 minus lambda is equal to 0. So by finding the determinant of this matrix, we will get the lambda values. So you know how to find the determinant. That means 1 minus lambda of. So minus 1 minus lambda into 1 minus lambda. Minus 4 into 1. Similarly, minus 2 of, okay, 2 into 1 minus lambda minus 4 into 3, like that. So by solving the determinant of this matrix, we will get minus lambda cube plus lambda square plus 18 lambda plus 30. Okay, so by solving the determinant of this, we will get this equation, which will be equal to 0. Now in this, so this is the nothing but characteristic equation of given matrix. Characteristic equation. So by applying characteristic equation, we got these terms. Now in order to verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we have to show that. Now here lambda is nothing but given matrix we have to consider. So write a small sentence. Now in order to verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we have to show that here wherever lambda is there, you keep a. Okay, so here minus symbol like that only. Lambda is nothing but a. So a cube plus a square plus 18a plus 30. Okay, 30 into I is equal to 0. Here nothing is there, so you have to consider it equal to unity. So in order to verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, what the condition? You have to make the lambda's values as a, and the constant term you have to multiply with I. And if already what is a here? A is nothing but the given matrix. So a cube we have to do, a square you have to do, 18 into a you have to do, 30 into I. Unit matrix values you know. Okay, if, by adding a cube minus a cube plus a square plus 18a plus 30 into I, you will get the 0. If LHS is equal to RHS, that is by solving these matrices, if you get 0, then we can say that Cayley-Hamilton theorem is verified with the given matrix. You consider one more time. You consider where you require a value and I value. A value is nothing but given matrix. What is given matrix for this 1, 2, 3? Okay. Next 2 minus 1 4 3 1 1. This is the given matrix. So a value we know. Then unknown term is I. I is nothing but unit matrix whose elements are 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Now you know what is a and what is I. Just substitute those values here. Okay. Now write down like this: a cube. First solve the a cube. A square. First you solve a square. A square into, if you multiply a square into a, you will get the a cube term. Okay. So let us consider a square. A square is the sense this element into this element. Okay. A into a. So what is a? 1, 2, 3. 2 minus 1, 4. 3, 1, 1. Okay. A square no. Again I am going to consider 1, 2, 3. 2 minus 1, 4. 3, 1, 1. Okay. Now multiply row into column. Okay. Like that. Now the overall elements by solving a square, we will get 14, 3, 14, okay, 12, 9, 6, 8, 6, 14. So if you multiply these two terms, A square is nothing but 14, 3, 14, 12, 9, 6, 8, 6, 14. So these are the elements we got for A square. Now our aim is to find the A cube. So in order to find A cube, this element into again A. A means 1, 2, 3, 2 minus 1, 4, 3, 1, 1. If you multiply this element into a given matrix, then you will get the A cube term.